Hello, everybody. We are so excited to finally be here for the kickoff call for the 2022 Innovation in Interpreting Summit. It's so great to see everyone logging in and saying hello on YouTube. We want to welcome everybody who's here live today, and we also want to welcome viewers who are watching the replay. We have interpreting into international sign language available on this call. And so we couldn't be happier to tell you that we are being sponsored by Overseas Interpreting. And we want to thank our interpreters, Natasha Parkins Maliko and Thelma Katsie, who are going to be helping us today. This is going to be an interactive session. Josh and I talked so much about how to make this call fun, so we decided to make it interactive. And so there's going to be activities coming up. Be ready. We want attendees to, as a first interactive activity, to start introducing themselves in the YouTube chat box. We want to know who you are, where you're joining us from, and of course, anything else you want to share with us today. So what are we going to, oh yes, Josh,
let me
please.
just jump in and say how excited I am. I'm seeing introductions from Jamaica, Italy, Washington, D.C., Texas, Guatemala, Ohio, Brussels, Mexico City, Austria, Slovakia, California, Bucharest, and so many more places. It's great to have you all with us here today. There's another one, Costa Rica. Wow, such an international crowd. We're delighted to see you all today.
So exciting. Well, I wish I could keep an eye on the list. I just see the chat scrolling up with people introducing themselves. So wonderful. So what are we going to be doing today? You're probably curious about what's happening today. What is this call all about? This is going to take about an hour. And the idea is to help you get ready for the next 3 days because they're going to be so action-packed. There's so much to do. So we want to make sure that you know everything that's available to you. The replay of this call will be available on YouTube. So if you have to step away for a few minutes or something, don't worry, you can come back and watch anything you missed. So the idea is we're going to be talking about what to expect this week, how it's going to work. People have some questions and we will answer them today. Now, a very exciting part of this is we're going to give you a website and community tour. Let us know in the chat box, are you already in the community? And if you're not, we hope that you join today. We know there's a lot coming, so we want to talk about how to avoid getting overwhelmed and how to choose which presentations to attend. We have so much content. How to make the most of those presentations that you choose to attend. And as I said, we have prepared for you today some interactive, innovative, that's the key word of the summit, and fun activities. So we're going to tell you about the summit community. We're going to talk about badges. Do you have your summit badge yet? Let us know in the chat box. We're going to talk about love notes for speakers. That's a great way of showing your appreciation. We just opened our summit photo booth. So you're going to hear all about that today, and there's more. We are also going to show you how to use the Power Pack. If you already have the Power Pack, if you don't have it yet, don't worry, you can still get it. How to access the podcast. And of course, there are prizes. So we have some prizes that we're going to be raffling off today. I have on my list here, I have 9, but I know that Josh just added something else before we started the call. So we'll let you know what we have. And so in order to win the prizes, we have 3 interactive activities and you get 1 entry for each in the prize draw. Oh, there, Josh is sharing that with us on screen right now, what you can win. And you will have a raffle entry form to fill in as soon as you finish each activity. So you will be able to participate in the raffle. The winners are going to be announced at the end of this call. So no need to wait. In 1 hour, you'll know if you won one of the wonderful prizes. So let me, maybe I should have started with this. I should have introduced myself first, but we are so excited to kick this summit off today. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Nora Diaz. I'm an interpreter in the Spanish booth. I'm connecting today from Chihuahua, Mexico. That's in northern Mexico, close to the US border. And just for people who are wondering, No, there are no Chihuahua dogs roaming the streets of Chihuahua, just to let you know. So Josh, over to you.
Thanks, Nora. My name is Josh Goldsmith, and I am beaming in from Geneva, Switzerland. I am an interpreter, translator, trainer, and tech geek based here in Geneva, originally from Sarasota, Florida. And it is a huge pleasure to be running this summit with you, Nora. This is our second summit together because we teamed up for the Innovation in Translation Summit last October. And it's my third summit because we did the Innovation in Interpreting Summit a year ago, almost the exact same dates in February last year. And that was so much fun that I just said, we have to do this again. So much learning, so many cutting edge issues. It's just incredible to bring people together and share the latest, greatest things in interpreting with you. Now, in addition to my running these summits, I also run Tech Forward, which is all about empowering language professionals through technology, through innovation. And we have lots of online courses, and we have an incredible online community called Tech Forward Insiders. And I'd like to give a special shout out to all of our Insiders members who are with us here today. I saw a lot of you saying hi in the chat. It's great to see you here. And it's incredible to work with you and learn with you all. So that's who I am. Oh, I didn't tell you my languages. I interpret from most of the Romance languages into English. So Spanish, French, Italian, Catalan, and Portuguese. Okay. And of course, you're probably watching on the Tech Forward YouTube channel. So a little reminder, if you haven't done so already, please do hit that like and subscribe button so you get all of our content, because we have a blog, we have videos, all sorts of fun stuff. All right, let me just go ahead and tell you about what to expect this week. So I'm just going to share my screen. And here we have the summit website right here. So on the summit website, if you click over to the schedule page, that's also accessible if you just go to tfw.rocks schedule. That will show you the entire schedule for the summit. And as you can see on the page, all of the sessions have a link to a time zone conversion tool, so you can see what time things happen in your time zone. Now, the summit's a little bit different from many online conferences because we have people all across the globe tuning in, and I saw people introducing themselves from all across the globe. And we really want to make this accessible to everyone. So what we've done is we've asked our speakers to pre-record their presentations. We've kept them nice and short, just about 20 minutes each. And we also caption them all to promote accessibility and have worksheets and transcripts and all sorts of materials to help you make the most of your learning. We'll talk about that in a minute. All of these presentations will go live at 9 a.m. my time, 9 a.m. Geneva time every day, and they'll be available for free for 24 hours. Afterwards, you can get them in the Power Pack if you want extended access. We'll talk about that too. So here's the schedule page. As you can see right now, we are at the kickoff call. Thank you for joining us. And you can see for each of the sessions, we also say the languages. So the kickoff call is in English with interpretation into International Sign. Then we have all of the presentations listed for each day. And right here, it'll show you when 9 a.m. is in your time zone. Now, all of these presentations underneath them, right now, there's no link. See where there's black right here? That's a link, but there's no links yet for these. I'll be adding the links at 9 a.m. tomorrow when they go live, and you can click on the link for any presentation to go straight to that presentation in real time. You'll also get an email every morning at 9 a.m. with the links to those presentations. And the email will include some other information as well. So if you see a link here, that's how you get there. When you see one of these presentations, it'll have the speaker's presentation in the center. It'll have a little worksheet link. It'll have a link to share your feedback, your appreciation with that speaker, the love notes that Nora was talking about. We also have a summit community, and that's where you'll be able to interact with colleagues from all across the globe. In this community, right now, you can't see these ones that say day 1, day 2, day 3. Those will also go live at 9 a.m. when the presentations go live. And I'll just show you what one will look like. So this is the day 1 space, and you can see that each of the speakers has their own little thread, and you can post your questions for the speakers in that thread, and they'll be able to respond to you right there. And you'll also see the link to that from the Power Pack, and you'll see that right from the page where the speakers' presentations are. As you can see, there are also live panels each day, and those live panels are all at the same time as this kickoff call. And in addition to that, there are some other live sessions, networking sessions, 2 each day, because we want people to be able to join us wherever they are across the globe, and some other special sessions for Power Pack holders. The networking sessions are open to everyone on day 1, and then open to premium Power Pack holders on days 2 and 3. And that's the same for the co-working session, the Ask the Expert session, and so on. So that's the schedule. And let me now finish off my community walkthrough, and then we'll get to our first activity because we've been talking for a while. All right, first of all, if you would like to join the community because you haven't done so yet, you can join the community using the link that I've just put in the chat. It's tfw.rocks/summit community. So that will bring you to this summit community, and it will actually bring you right to the water cooler space. And as you can see in the water cooler space, there are all sorts of interesting conversations going on there. We've had our questions of the day, we've been giving out prizes, we've been having very interesting conversations, and so on. So that is sort of your home base where you start to learn everything for interacting in the community. And you can see on the right, we've pinned some of the most important things that are in the community. So for example, we have this fabulous map of where everybody is worldwide, where people are joining us from. And you can see, look how international our community is right there. Pretty incredible. People joining from all across the globe. We also have information about our prize draw, our badges, the student scholarship, and so on. We'll tell you more about those in a minute. After the Summit Water Cooler tab, there's the FAQ tab, which is right here. And that is a place where you can get answers to some of your most frequently asked questions. So we have our information about our Summit badges, information about setting up your profile, customizing your notifications so you get the notifications you want during the summit, sending a private message to one person or to a group of people, some simple guidelines for what we're doing. That's the read before you post, how you can create your own post if you'd like to, and the Summit app. So there's an app specifically for iOS users that you can download. And if you're not an iOS user, we have instructions for how you can sort of create your own version of the app for Android or for Windows users. We also have this wonderful introduction space. As you saw, there was a little number 5 here, which meant there were 5 unread posts that I hadn't had a chance to read yet. And people are saying hi from all over the place. It's great to see you all there. We'll talk about this in just a second because that's our first interactive activity. There's this faces and spaces section where you can showcase what your home setup looks like. We'd love to see what kind of gear you've got, if you're using one screen, multiple screens, and so on for interpreting from home. And this is new this year. We have a Summit Events space. In the Summit Events space, you can RSVP for any of the sessions that you're going to attend. So if I want to go to day one networking, I click on it and I see the information about it. I can click right here to add it to my calendar. And there's the link to attend right in there. What's very cool is that when I click RSVP, you can see that it changes to say confirmed, and I can just add it to my calendar with one click. So we'd encourage you to go ahead and do that. You'll get a notification via email an hour beforehand with that link too. So it makes it nice and easy for you to find everything. And the last thing I wanted to show you in our community tour is the exhibition hall. First of all, a huge thank you to all of our sponsors. You can see we have a ton of incredible sponsors who are helping to make this event possible and who are offering special deals and discounts on your favorite glossary tools, on your favorite remote interpreting tools, and on your favorite training opportunities, including a 20% discount on all Tech Forward courses throughout the summit, and some other special offers from our other speakers. That will go live in just a few hours. So if you don't see it there yet, no worries. It's not live on your side yet. Okay, enough of my talking. Now it's time for an exercise. So the first thing we'd like you all to do is to go to the Introduce Yourself space right in the Summit community. Remember, you may have to join the Summit community beforehand. I'll just pop the link in one more time. And there are instructions for how to do this, but basically you just click New Post and you post your introduction. And then you will go to the Raffle page, which I've also posted in the chat. It looks like this. And you'll type your name, your email address, and the raffle entry you're posting, so the welcome message and the link to it. And then you'll click Submit Your Raffle Entry. And that's your way to be part of the raffle that we have right now for our great prizes. 9 prizes we're giving away at the end of this call. So those of you who've been to a Tech Forward event before know we are going to turn off our cameras. We're going to start a countdown timer for 3 minutes. And at the end of those 3 minutes, we will come back together and we can discuss. So again, you have the links to the Summit community and to submit your raffle entry in the chat. And you just post a welcome message. If you've already posted a welcome message, awesome, well done. You can submit this one at the beginning and then maybe use those 2 minutes to respond to somebody else's post. Okay, let's do it. Here goes the timer. We will see you in 3 minutes. Have fun.
So how did that go? Did you have enough time to do that? If you didn't, don't worry. Remember that we will have, this is going to be recorded. It's being recorded. So you will have a chance to watch the replay again and do the activity afterwards. But if you were able to complete the activity and to fill in the form for the raffle, your name has been entered and you will be participating to win a prize. So let's talk about emails next. Josh mentioned earlier that you're going to be getting a daily email, and those emails are going to be coming in every day with links to all the sessions at 9 a.m. There's also going to be important summit information included in the emails. Now, we also decided, for those of you who are more of an auditive person rather than a visual person, that we will include a daily audio or video message telling you all about the day's presentations and why we chose them. This is going to be included in the email, so you will be able to get it from there. Now, if you're not getting emails from us, please check your spam or promotions tab to make sure that our emails are not going in the wrong place. And whitelist our email address, which is hello@innovationinterpreting.com. If you have any problems and you need to troubleshoot, send us an email. Again, the email address is hello@innovationinterpreting.com. So with that, now we will talk about one other topic that is very important for us, which is scholarships. We really want to support students. So Josh, can you tell us all about scholarships, please?
I would be delighted to, Nora. Thank you. So we have several different kinds of scholarships available for the 2022 Innovation in Interpreting Summit. First of all, as Nora was saying, we have a student scholarship, and I'm just going to go ahead and post that link in the chat as well. It's, like most of our other links, tfw.rocks/student scholarship. And the student scholarship is a scholarship for a free premium power pack per day for students. So we'll raffle off one premium power pack every day to a student who's here with us. You can go ahead and apply already if you're a student joining us. You just have to share your name and your university email address. And if you don't have one, no worries, just put in any email address and we'll follow up. And like all of our scholarships, the more you participate, the more chances you have to win. I just need a sip of water. Which was also a great opportunity to show off one of our branded Innovation in Interpreting Summit water bottles. Okay, so that's the student scholarship. We also, just to let everyone know, if you're applying, if you would like to have a chance to get a power pack, but it's out of reach for you, we want to make sure that everyone who's interested has access. So if you'd like longer than the 24 hours access, you can just drop us an email, again, hello@innovationinterpreting.com, for information about financial aid. Two other scholarships. One of our fabulous speakers, Flor Montero, is offering 3 free one-on-one coaching sessions for interpreters who are suffering from vicarious trauma. Her presentation is about vicarious trauma. She's donated some incredible bonuses to the Power Pack as well, but she wanted to make sure that everyone who is interested has a chance at working with her if you're suffering from vicarious trauma. So the link for that one is tfw.rocks/flor. And you can, if you're interested in having a chance to be in a raffle to work one-on-one with her to discuss any vicarious trauma that you faced, you can go ahead and fill that in at any point during the summit. And finally, we will be having a grand prize raffle with thousands and thousands of euros worth of prizes and 3 special prizes, 3 scholarships donated by Tech Forward. The first is for our iPads for interpreters, the ultimate guide to mastering your tablet bundle. It's 4 fabulous courses about learning to use your iPad for interpreting. And some of the people in that course are on this call right now and have been telling me how much they've learned from it. So great to see you here. The second grand prize scholarship is Glossaries for Interpreters 2.0, Tech Savvy Terminology Management, our masterclass about learning to work with glossaries and terminology, everything you need to know, terminology extraction, how to use a glossary in the booth, and so much more. And the third big prize is the Tech Forward Insiders annual membership. I saw the person who won last year. Grisel is with us on the call. Hello, Grisel. It's been great to have you in the Insiders community for the last 12 months. And so these 3 prizes, again, will go to people who are active and engaged, and the link will be posted in the community for that. And I'll also go ahead and post that right in the chat in just a second. But for now, Nora, let me turn it over to you to tell people about the next fun thing we've added to the summit this year, badges.
Thank you, Josh. And as you were talking, I was actually loading my badge here so I could show everyone. So I apologize for the intrusion there, but let me see if I can make it visible now. Let me bring it over here. And can you see it? This is my badge, which I created with this wonderful automation that Josh built. By the way, Josh, I can't congratulate you enough, and I can't tell you how much I admire your tech skills. What he was able to do with this was just amazing. So the way this works is we have a way for you to go to the link to generate your badge. And we actually have 2 types of badges. We have this one that you see here, which is like a vertical badge that you would get at an event. And we also have a square format, which we thought might be better to post on some social media platforms. So what you do is you go in, generate your badge. There's even a very quick way to either take a picture or use a picture that you already have on your device and add a background. Like you can pick backgrounds from some options there. And then you just post your badge on social media. Remember to tag innovation in interpreting, which the hashtag is going to be shared with you now on the chat there. And if you have already tried generating your badge before once, but you want another one, please email us again at our email address, which is hello@innovationininterpreting.com, because the way the system works is you can only generate one badge unless you get reset. But of course, our wonderful head tech whiz is able to do that if you ask him. And let me tell you, he's super busy. You have no idea how much he's been doing, but he does all these things. People are writing Josh to request, resets and all kinds of things, and he's taking care of absolutely everything. I should probably add, Josh, that I saw someone very kindly say on social media today that they wanted to thank the entire team behind the Innovation in Interpreting Summit. And let me tell you, the entire team is here. It's just Josh and me, but Josh, of course, counts for like 100 people because he does so much. He does it all perfectly.
Well, we have to give a shout out, Nora, to our fabulous assistant as well.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Roxanne Hughes, who is working in the background so many hours to make all of mostly the visual aspects of the summit and many of the social media aspects of the summit work. So a huge thank you to Roxanne. She's actually on vacation today, but she'll be back tomorrow. And I hope you're enjoying your vacation and taking a break before we dive in to the craziness of the summit. Back to you, Nora.
Very well-deserved vacation. I think not a single organization call goes by when we don't talk about how amazing Roxanne is. I mean, she's so great. So now we are ready for our next activity, where we are going to give you a few minutes to either generate your badge, or if you already have it, post it on social media, because let me tell you that we have been seeing a lot of badges being generated, but we haven't seen them on social media yet. So we imagine people are holding on to them, just waiting for the right time to post. And so this would be the right time to start posting. Of course, post every day. You know, one thing that we had in mind when we thought about creating virtual badges was, of course, to be able to see who else is attending the summit. That gives you that thing in common where you can start a conversation. But it's also a great way to let your clients know on social media that you are attending this event and that you are continuously improving yourself and learning. So we are so glad to see your badges pop up on social media. So with that, we are ready for activity number 2. The instructions are, number 1, generate your badge if you haven't done so. And once you have it, post it on social media. Now, I should probably say, Josh, that people are not going to get their badges immediately. So this is going to be sort of a delayed activity. You will generate your badge. Then it takes about 10 to 15 minutes for, as Josh says, the elves to do their magic and have your badge ready and sent over to you. You will get it on your email. But that's fine. Just generate it. And as soon as you've done that, fill in the entry form for the raffle with the link that Josh has shared with us. Is that right, Josh?
That's right. It should be here by the end of the call if all goes well. So if you already have it, perfect. If not, you'll have it by the end of the call. And so I think we're ready to put up our 3-minute timer. We've put the links in the chat again for your badge generation. Again, please tag the summit hashtag. When you do that, that's INNOV, the number 1, NT for innovation in interpreting. And that's it. Let's dive into our second exercise. Have fun, everyone.
We are back. So I saw a lot of people saying, yes, done. I had already created my badge, and some people creating it right now. So that's wonderful. We are really, really looking forward to seeing your badges on social media. And of course, if you want us to, share and retweet you or share on LinkedIn or Facebook or whatever you post, don't forget to tag us, tag Tech Forward, and tag me, Nora Diaz. You can find me on social media, and also tag Josh, and we'll be happy to retweet and give you more exposure, or share and give you more exposure and make sure that more people see that you are attending the summit. After all, that was the purpose of creating these badges. So thank you very much for being so enthusiastic about it. You know, it's when something that has taken so much work, but that has been done with so much love, is liked by our participants, our attendees, it really makes us very, very happy. So thank you for all that. And now we are ready to move on to the next point of our call, which is talking about the goal of the summit. Josh has already told us about how he came across the idea, or how he came up with the idea of creating this summit. And so the goal of the summit, when you attend this week, is, of course, you will be joining over 20 experts to discover the best tools, skills, and strategies for the virtual booth and beyond. That's our little slogan there. And so we encourage you to make the most of the summit by following several tips. Of course, you probably already have your strategy to make the most of these 3 days. But first of all, we suggest that you attend only those presentations that you find relevant for you at this stage of your career, at this stage of your life. Remember that the sessions, all of the presentations are going to be available for 24 hours, but we know that, you know, life happens. There are things that you have to do. Just yesterday, I was talking to a colleague who said, I'm signed up for the summit. I'm so excited about it, but I just had a job come in for Wednesday, so I wouldn't be able to be there. But she said, luckily, I got the power pack. And so that is what you can do. If there is no way that you will be able to attend all of the sessions without feeling excessively tired, remember we have the power pack for you to continue to have continued access and to continue learning. Because let me tell you, Josh mentioned earlier that the presentations are pre-recorded. And so of course we have spent some time editing the videos, not editing, it's not like we took anything out, but we add a little intro to the videos and make sure that the captions that the wonderful Roxanne prepared are ready and loaded onto the videos. There is so much content there that many of these presentations are worth watching more than once. And so the Power Pack allows you to do that. So here are a few tips to avoid getting overwhelmed over the next 3 days and really, really enjoying the experience of being at this summit. Any event like this can be extremely overwhelming. And I don't know if this happens to you, but for me, when I'm at an event that has so much to offer, if I'm sitting in a session, I'm always wishing that I could be out networking with colleagues. And if I'm out there with my colleagues networking, I wish I could be sitting at a session. So luckily, a virtual event like this gives you the opportunity to do it all and actually take advantage of everything. So this time, with all this information going on, if you went to all 20 presentations, 3 panels, and 7 live sessions this week, I don't think you would feel good about any of it by the end of it. So the idea is to make sure that you feel comfortable and you feel like you are having a wonderful experience. We don't want you to have just this anxiety about all these things and all these thoughts in your head. So again, our suggestion is go only to presentations that are related to things that you are prepared to take action on. Because one more thing that you should know about this summit is that Josh insists that we make actionable that we have actionable steps in every single presentation. So these are not the kinds of presentations where you're just going to be sitting there and say, well, I'm just listening to this and that's it. No, there's something that you need to do, some actionable step that you can take at the end of every single presentation. Now, Josh and I spent a Friday afternoon. Well, it was my afternoon and it was his very late evening, I think almost midnight, putting together a quiz to help you decide what the best presentations are for you. And we had a lot of fun, and we even included some things in there about your spirit animals. So make sure that you take that quiz. Now, the quiz, the link to the quiz is in the chat. It will help you decide the best presentations to attend live or on the days of the summit. Again, you can always rewatch everything once the summit is done. So for those presentations that you choose to attend, how do you make the most of being there? It's unfortunate that we can't meet in person, but it's also great that we have all these ways to interact. And we have been talking a lot about how do we make this interactive? We don't want people to feel like they're just watching and they're out there by themselves, isolated. So the first tip for you to make the most of the presentations you attend is be active during the presentation. How can you be active? Every presentation has a worksheet. So get the worksheet, get ready with the worksheet before you start watching, and make sure that you take notes on the worksheet. There are questions and activities to guide you through the worksheet, so make sure that you fill those in. By the way, if you follow Josh and you know all the great work he does, he has some great tips on how to annotate PDFs on your iPad, for example. So all of those worksheets are PDFs. So if you have an iPad or you have, I'm not an iPad person, but I also have a tablet that I use to annotate PDFs. So make sure that you load your PDF onto that device that you use for annotation, and you enter your notes there. You can also, of course, type in on your computer. The community is going to be active throughout the summit. And as Josh explained earlier, the presenters have a space. So another way to be active during the presentation is go to the community and ask the presenter questions in the summit community. The presenters are going to be delighted to hear from you. For presenters, this virtuality of events is also a challenge, and they are also very interested in engaging and interacting with attendees. So please don't feel like this is just a video that I'm watching and that's it. No, you make it as interactive as you want by doing those things. Now, for those presentations that you choose to attend, a second tip is set aside some time after the presentations to take action. Because in some cases, for example, some presenters, some speakers suggest that you download something, or that you create an account somewhere, or that you experiment in some way with the tips that they're giving you. So set aside some time after the presentations to take action. Josh has already mentioned that the presentations are short. They're 20 minutes long. At the most, or 21, 22 minutes. So make sure that you say, well, okay, if I'm going to be watching this for 20 minutes, I'm going to take another 10, 15 minutes to start taking action. So it could be implementing what you learned. It could be making a plan, because we have some wonderful tips for you to grow and keep improving your work as an interpreting. And there will be more about this on our closing call on Thursday. And of course, our suggestion is also to purchase the Power Pack so you can go back to the presentations and keep working through things as you do. And if I could make one more suggestion today is, if you have a few colleagues who will be attending the summit as well, why not organize a watch party? And you could decide to get together at a certain time and watch one of the presentations together. And then, maybe do a little co-working together afterwards to, for the action steps that you plan to take. So be as creative as you can in making this really, really work for you, because we have put this together for you. And so we want you to make the most of it. So we have talked about the Power Pack, which is, of course, the perfect way to make sure that you keep having access to these things. By the way, let me tell you, Josh said at the beginning that there was the 2021 Innovation in Interpreting Summit. I keep watching the videos from the 2021 Innovation in Interpreting Summit. And just last week, I was watching another one and I was taking some notes, and it was really helpful. So that's the kind of benefit that you can get from the Power Pack. It doesn't have to end this week. So Josh, what is the Power Pack? How can people get it? Please tell us all about it.
All right. So I will do that. I was just preparing one other thing to answer a question, but we'll get there in a minute. Let me just change the spotlight for our sign language interpreters. All right, now you should be able to see Thelma. Thank you, Thelma. The Power Pack. All right, so the Power Pack is our way of offering extended access, 12 months access to the replays of the sessions, which are free for 24 hours otherwise. And the Power Pack comes in 2 flavors this year. So there is a light Power Pack. The light Power Pack includes the access to the presentations, the replays, all of the panels, of course, the slides, the worksheets, and the transcripts for each presentation. And I'm just going to show you very quickly what the light Power Pack looks like. Let me pull up the proper screen and let me share. Okay, so this is the light Power Pack right here. And as you can see, it has, you won't see the things that say draft. It has all of the presentations for all of the speakers right here in the Power Pack. And if you just go to one, like, I don't know, mine for how to use a tablet for SimConsec, which is coming up on the 3rd day, you'll see the talk. Let me see if I can. Yeah, all right, you'll see the talk. You'll see a place to share your appreciation with the speaker and some additional materials. In the premium version of the Power Pack, you also have all sorts of bonuses from the speakers. And I'm just going to put a link to that in the chat because I think we may have lost the sign language interpreters and I don't want that to happen. So I'll stop sharing my screen. Apologies for that. I will put the link to everything in the Power Pack right in the chat, but there are incredible bonuses in there, including a brand new session that I'm going to be teaching in a couple months called the Interpreters Practice Toolkit, a new mini course that Nora and I are creating, and over 650 euros worth of courses, trainings, videos, ebooks, a month in the Tech Forward Insiders community, only for new members. Sorry, old members, you're awesome, but this is just for new people, and lots more. And again, that's included in the Premium Power Pack. The Premium Power Pack also includes access to all of those live sessions that we're having. So the networking sessions on days 2 and 3, the co-working sessions, the Ask the Expert session, and more are all part of the Premium Power Pack. And the Premium Power Pack, this is really cool. The Premium Power Pack also has a podcast, so you can listen to the sessions when you're on the go. And that's already set up. Actually, people who have the Power Pack, I'll let you in on a little secret. I published everything about an hour ago. So you can get the Power Pack, you can listen to the podcast, you can start watching the videos. It's all there. And of course, you can get almost all of the bonuses, except for Nora and I's courses, which we still have to record. That's all there for you. And we've seen people downloading those already. So I think that's everything I wanted to say about the Power Pack. I'll just mention that the premium version of that both versions of the Power Pack, the early bird special price ends in 5 hours and 8 minutes. So at midnight, my time tonight. And if you want to save 50 euros, this is the perfect time to do so. Okay, enough about the Power Pack from me. Let's talk about our last fun activity. This is all you, Nora. Tell them about the incredible photo booth that you created.
Well, thank you, Josh. I'm so excited about this. We talked during the Innovation in Translation Summit, we considered having a photo booth, but we were so busy and it was so last minute that we didn't get it done. So for this summit, we said, we have to do it. We have to do it. And we are so glad that we did, because as everything else, of course, it's work and everything, but we are so excited about how it came out. And so I'm going to show you, and probably Josh, we're going to share, well, they can find the link on the community, but this is my phone, and you see how that looks where you click on the, or you get to the photo booth, it looks like that. You can click on the community, you will see a post that says, welcome to the photo booth. And we have a QR code, and we also have we have a link that you can click. And on the photo booth, what happens is we created custom props where you can have a little, mug, an Innovation in Interpreting Summit mug, or you can have just lots of props that we added there for you. We have the backgrounds that you can change. And of course, once you are done creating your photo, please post it on social media. We want to see it. That's our reward, for working so hard in putting all of this together. Seeing what you post on social media is a reward. It puts a big smile on our faces, believe me. And again, it will, as you will learn from one of the talks at the summit, being there and making yourself visible out there on social media by sharing all this relevant content is very important. It helps your profile and your visibility. So make sure that you share them and post them on the community, share them on social media, everywhere. And we hope you enjoy it. And so let's, I think I lost the chat. I'm not seeing it here, but I believe Josh, who's always on top of things, has shared the link to the photo booth with you. And Josh told me this morning that it took him 3 seconds to create one of his photos in the photo booth. It doesn't take a lot of time. So we hope you enjoy it. And that's all we have. And we're going to be sharing a wall with all the photos that are coming in. So for the next 3 minutes, our next activity is go to the photo booth and snap a picture or upload a picture that you already have. Post it on social media. When you're done, submit your entry using the link for the raffle. So we have 3 minutes. Let's get the timer started.
I'm just going to show you the QR code right at the beginning of this. So if you have your phone in hand, you can pull up the camera and then you can just hold it up to see the QR code. I'll put that up on the screen for about 10 seconds, and then I'll move over to the 3-minute countdown timer. All right, we can't wait to see your entries, your photo booth photos. Let's do it.
We're back. So were you able to create your photo? Did you start sharing it somewhere? We will go looking for those photos after we're done with the call today. So Josh, what are we going to do next? I know we're ready to start working on prizes, but in the meantime, I think we should answer some questions that are coming in on the chat, right? So I see some questions like, for example, I see Cleo is asking, can I watch Kathy Kaufman's presentation tomorrow at noon? And so the answer is all of the pre-recorded presentations are going to go live at 9 a.m. CET tomorrow. So that's going to be 3 a.m. New York. And they will be available for free for 24 hours. So you will be able to watch anytime you want, you know, any of the presentations that you want to watch. Now, there are some events that are going to be live. For example, the panels are going to be live. So the panels, and they are going to be recorded for Power Pack holders to watch later. But if you want to attend the panels live, then you do have to go and look at the schedule and make sure that you're there at the right time. You will get, after you sign up for the summit, you will get an email telling you, giving you all the information for each of the day's events, for the presentations and everything. So you will get a link to go and watch the presentations that you're interested in. That is the first question that we have. Then I see some people saying, yes, they were able to create their photos, and well, we're really looking forward to seeing them. Do we have any other questions? Let me see if we have any other questions that we haven't answered. I see someone suggesting, Viviana Tipiane is suggesting using Watch Together for watch parties. Oh, that would be so interesting and so much fun. If you do get organized with your colleagues and do a watch party, let us know on social media. We would love to hear all about it. And I think that would be a great way of encouraging others to do the same. Do we have any other questions? Well, no, it doesn't look like we do. So Josh, are we ready with the raffle? Should we go over the
Tell a
prizes
joke
again?
or something. I have 3 more to pick. I've got 6
Okay,
done, just
yes,
3
yes,
more to
yes.
go.
Yes, go ahead. Well, I won't tell a joke, but I will tell everyone about all the hard work that you've been doing. How about that? So you're probably wondering, everybody's probably wondering how long it takes to put a summit like this together. It takes a long time, let me tell you. And so the way this works, we have 8 hours of, we are in different time zones. So there's 8 hours between us. And so we always try to meet in my morning, which is Josh's afternoon. And then by every time we meet, we have met many, many times over the past several months that we're putting together the summit. And every time we meet, let me tell everybody, Josh has done a ton of work. Every time he's probably going to tell us all about it in the closing call, about all the systems and platforms and software and everything that he uses. But this is not all done on a single platform or a single piece of software. The summit is really organized with a lot of tech. So, of course, I love tech, but I think Josh loves tech more than anybody. And he understands it so well and he makes it work for him. And so, yes, there's been a lot of work going into this. And one thing that Josh and I have been discussing is, how many people do we want to see at the summit? What is our goal? And our goal is for people to feel connected, for people to feel like this mattered, like it made a difference for them. And every day as we see registrations increase, we are so glad, and all the hard work is worth it, because we have over 3,000 people registered at this time. I think over 30.
Over 3,500.
Or over 3,500. And we expect to see more people register over the next few days. So we want to say thank you because all of the hard work that we have been doing would mean nothing if you weren't here to enjoy it. So we're really glad to have you all here. So
all right.
Josh, was that enough?
Drum roll, please. What we're going to do.
We should have had a drum roll ready.
What we're going to do is we are going to put the winners of the prizes on the screen. We're not going to read them all out. We're just going to project the screen with the names of all of our winners for about 15 or 20 seconds, and then we will be back. So get ready to look for your names. I am super excited. Here they are.
So do we want to read them out? Let's do just that. I have them off to the side here, so I apologize if I'm looking to the side. So the first prize, the tablet interpreting manual, is going to Adriana Zúñiga. Congratulations, Adriana. The interpreter's guide to audio and video goes to Mónica Gabriela Luna Martinez. The interpreting summit water bottle that looks just like this. Josh, you want to hold up yours so everybody can see it. Goes to Anne-Marie Delore. And I apologize in advance if I mispronounce any of your names, but that's why we have them on screen. So you know you've won. An Interplex desktop license goes to Marcela Mestre or Marcela Mestre. A sketch engine license goes to Martin Ostman. A Capisco onboarding goes to Michael Cherokee. An Interprefy training goes to Guillermo Aybar Semorel. A ticket to Josh's The Interpreter's Practice Toolkit workshop goes to Grisel Villafana. Congratulations, Grisel. And a free month in the Tech Forward Insiders community, which is amazing, goes to Fabiola Garcia. So congratulations to all of our winners. We are really, really happy that you won these prizes, and we hope you enjoy them.
And that's it from us. We are so excited to be kicking off the summit tomorrow. We would like to again say a huge thank you to our 2 sign language interpreters for joining us today. Thank you so much, Natasha. Thank you so much, Thelma, for helping us to promote accessibility. We're really delighted to have you with us. And we will have sign language interpreting for all 3 of the panels and for our closing call. So see you all for those. As a reminder, 2 final reminders, the presentations will all go live in 14 hours, exactly 14 hours from now, and they'll be free for 24 hours. And then that's it. Then you can get them in the Power Pack. And last little reminder, if you would like to pick up a Power Pack before the price increases by 50 euros, you've seen how much incredible stuff there is in there. I've just popped the link in the chat one more time. The price is going up in 5 hours, so don't miss that opportunity. And that's it from me. Nora, any final remarks before we kick things off tomorrow?
Well, Josh, just to tell everyone how excited we are and that we will be hanging out over at the community. So we are done with the kickoff call, but we will be at the community throughout the day and, of course, during the rest of the week. So we'll see you there.
Bye, everyone.